Batman and Robin came out in 1997. I'm just gonna make this quick. Everything is wrong with this film. I love how they freaking reused the same logos from the previous film, only that they changed the names and the title. George Clooney as Bruce Wayne, not bad at all. George Clooney as Batman, though, terrible. He was miscast here. The bat suits look terrible too. Can someone explain to me why did they add the nipples on the bat suits, and not just with Batman, also with Robin? And speaking of Robin's suit, the suit in Batman Forever, it was cool. Suit in here, they could even get the costume right because that's not Robin, that's Nightwing. Geez, at least Batman Forever's costume was good. This one they couldn't even nail the character. Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl, I gotta be honest, I don't hate her. She actually did a good job here, in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like her, but in my opinion, I don't hate her. Though I do find it stupid how, the scene where she enters the Batcave and there's just a holographic Alfred just like, oh, here's your costume ready. Go out there and help Batman and Robin. That was stupid. Then getting to the villains, Mr. Freeze. One of the most, if not the most tragic Batman villain ever. And in this film, he's played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it is not a good version of the character. But to be honest, I don't hate him. I don't like him, but I don't hate him. Of course, he's annoying, throwing ice puns like every 50 seconds. And the freaking scene with him telling his goons to dance to Mr. White Christmas while wearing whatever the hell those slippers, polar bear slippers are. But I honestly don't hate him. I just think it's not a good interpretation. Alfred, again, the saving grace of these two movies. He is just perfect. Michael Gough was just born to play the role of Alfred. And I love the plot that they gave him here, that he was dying. That was an interesting plot. Fortunately, it was ruined when coincidentally Mr. Freeze has the cure. For no reason, just coincidence, to make sure Alfred survives. That just and then Poison Ivy. Look, I'm not the right person to ask why it's wrong with Poison Ivy in this film. I'm not the biggest fan of the character. I don't really care about her that much. All I can say as Uma Thurman is just does a terrible performance here. And finally, the most heartbreaking thing this film has, Bane. Freaking Bane, one of the best Batman villains. He broke the Batman and then proceeded to take over Gotham City. The criminal mastermind. And in this film, he's nothing but a goon. And they got the look of the character right, but again, he's just a goon with green skin for some reason. I don't know what we're thinking with that. But yeah, Bane, that was just heartbreaking seeing him in this film. And also, was Bane really necessary in this film? Honestly, you could have saved him for a sequel. And also heartbreaking that it was the last film that Michael Gough appeared in this Batman franchise. It's a shame that his last film couldn't have been something better, because like I said, I really did love his Alfred. It's definitely my second favorite, right next to Michael Caine. That's definitely best Alfred right there, but Michael Gough was my second favorite Alfred, so it's a shame that that's the last film he appeared in. And with that, I'm gonna give this film 1 Robin logo out of 5. Terrible. Of course, with how bad this film was, the sequels were cancelled. Well, we do have some information. One of them was called Batman Triumphant. It was going to feature supposedly Madonna as Harley Quinn. I honestly don't have a problem with that. Sure, it could have gone a better actress, but I don't have a problem with that. And Scarecrow is going to be a main villain. He's going to be played, people are considered were Nicolas Cage, Steve Buscemi, and Jeff Goldblum. I think all the three would have been done a great Scarecrow. And then there was also the fact that all the villains from this franchise were gonna return as hallucinations caused by Scarecrow's fear gas. That I would have loved to have seen. Of course, whenever they got to see this movie, though, if you are interested in the Batman Arkham Knight, does get some influence from what could have been this film. Another canceled sequel was Batman Dark Knight, like Dark Knight together, two words together. Terrible title right there. But it was gonna feature Man Bat and Scarecrow. Honestly, Man Bat definitely deserves a film. Not thinking about it, he definitely deserves to be in one of these films. Completely underrated character. And our film is gonna be based on Batman Year One, which I also would have liked to have seen. Of course, like I mentioned, none of these happened, and it wouldn't be until many years later that we got a better version of Batman.